It seems like these dudes are kind of fostering an environment where what someone like Santana says, like what she said, black men cater to Spanish women. Unfortunately, it has validity because of the environment that has been fostered by a lot of these black men acting like these, exoticals, are just all that in a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos, you know. And a lot of times, they ain't none of that in a bag of stale Cheetos. I'm telling you, like a lot of times these women are like not even they definitely not a big deal in their own community. And let's be honest. These dudes be getting with these chicks and thinking that they got the best thing ever. Like these black dudes, especially, they be thinking they got the best thing ever. When I'm like a lot of these chicks are like the throwaways, and a lot of the men in their community don't even want to deal with them, and they acting like they getting like the top prize or some shit, right? And sometimes these women just be scamming for a green card too, you know. But let these black men tell it, especially these brown skin and dark skin black men. Let them tell it. It's just like, oh, these light bright exotical chicks and Latinas and whatever are just lusting after them so much, right? You know. And also, I do want to mention that I made a video. Well, I posted a video of, Afro Latinos talking about their experience in the entertainment industry. And a lot of the Afro Latinas were saying that, they couldn't go the quote unquote Latina route because they want their Latinas to look a certain way, right? They can, like, a Christina Milian, a Gina Torres, right? Um, and even like in Amara La Negra, she wasn't in the documentary, but I'll just put her in here too. They can't go the typical Latina route, right? Because in their Latina or Latin community, they ain't really seen as a big deal, right? And personally, I think that Amara La Negra is a big deal, right? But they don't see her as a big deal. So because she don't look like Shakira, Jennifer Lopez, Sofia Vergara, right? No, so they ain't fucking with it. They ain't fucking with it. But so essentially, these would be throwaways. Even within the Afro Latino community, a lot of times these chicks are throwaways, right? But as I've mentioned before, black men, especially brown skinned and dark skinned men, have no problem dumpster diving. They will go behind the nearest Dominican restaurant. They will go behind the nearest Puerto Rican restaurant, the nearest Cuban restaurant, the nearest Asian, Chinese food, Taiwanese, whatever. They will go behind the nearest restaurant of any ethnicity and go dumpster diving for dates. They have no problem doing that, all right? Because they themselves have, just low self-esteem, a low feeling of self-worth. They don't really see themselves as valuable. When they look in the mirror, they don't even see a person that's fully human a lot of times. As quiet as it's kept, I know y'all thinking, how he know that? I know, all right? I already know what's up with y'all. So a lot of times that's at play too when these dudes are uplifting these chicks so much, right? Over their own women. And that's the thing, over their own women, right? Because the thing is, a black woman couldn't say something like that about any group of men in this on this planet. And she couldn't say something like, oh, a black woman couldn't come through, and say like, oh, these white men, treat black women like royalty. These Latino men treat black women like royalty. These Asian or Middle Eastern men treat Latinas like royalty. No, she couldn't say that, and she would be smart. She's usually smart enough not to say something like that because she knows she would kind of be setting herself up to get basically a slap in the face, right? um, but unfortunately, black men have set it up where a lot of different women can come through and say that and have it have unfortunately, it has validity. You know, I'm not saying it's entirely 100% true, but I think it has some validity, unfortunately, right? Even like, there was like this plus size model who came out, Tess Holiday, and she said something to the effect of like, oh, whenever I need, like, whenever I'm down or I need some, self-esteem boost, I go to like, black community, 'cause something like black men love her or something like that, right? And the thing is, like, she's married, or she's not. I don't even think she's married, but she's with a white guy, and she's saying this, right? She just want to let y'all know that the black man, be chasing after her. And just Google Tess Holiday, by the way. No shade, but just Google Tess Holiday and see what they, lusting after. Yeah. But I guess she took a break from scamming people, you know, out of money for T-shirts that never got sent to say that. I guess I don't know.